Hey guys, thank y'all for joining. Let's get into our show. Y'all have been so busy today. Oh my God. Everything is pushed back. Y'all see I'm doing my pop in until like 5. Oh my God. So I gotta play catch up. So hi, let's get into our show. I hope you guys are having a great Monday. Hey Truth. Hey Tef. Hey Rose. My top flights are here. And hello to everyone else that's joining the live. All right. Everybody, please don't forget to tap on that like button. Let's go ahead and get into the show. Of course, everything said is alleged. And in my opinion, I'm going to cover this topic. I did not get a chance to social media influencer Bree Johnson, you guys may have seen this online, was powed a few days ago. Now I've been looking up, and I didn't want to talk about it until I got more information. But Bree Johnson is, I think, a TikTok influencer, and she was with some girls, some homegirls of hers, at a gas station. And they got into some type of fight. The girls did, not Bree. She wasn't involved in the fight, but she was with the girls. They got into this fight. Some guys jumped in this fight and start swinging on the girls, which is so crazy. They are from Florida, I think Miami to be exact. And the girls got into the car to leave with Bree. She was driving a lime color Lamborghini SUV. She definitely making some good money doing social media. But anywho, the guys wound up catching up with them and followed them and fired off several shots into Bree's car. Two of the girls that were in the car with her, they're in critical condition. Bree did not make it. So she did get hit by a pow fire, and she did not make it. So let's go ahead and get into this NBC6 News. Shout out to them. And then we'll do our commentary on the back end, right? She was very young. I think she was only 21 years old. This is so sad, you guys. Oh my God.
21-year-old Brianna Johnson. She was well known on TikTok and on Instagram as Dream Doll Bree and It Girl Bree. Police say around 5:30 Sunday morning, Johnson and two men were in a green Lamborghini when someone driving a white BMW opened fire more than a dozen times. Surveillance video shows a white car pull up to the left side of the Lamborghini, then drive off. You then see the Lamborghini slowly.
I'm sorry. Let me put my trigger because, child, what is wrong with people? Like, they clearly this was premeditated. They did not finish what they started at the damn gas station. All right. Let me take it back.
21-year-old Brianna Johnson. She was well known on TikTok and on Instagram as Dream Doll Bree and It Girl Bree. Police say around 5:30 Sunday morning, Johnson and two men were in a green Lamborghini when someone driving a white BMW opened fire more than a dozen times. Surveillance video shows a white car pull up to the left side of the Lamborghini, then drive off. You then see the Lamborghini slowly drift forward into the yard of a home. Police have not identified the other two victims, but say one is in critical condition and the other is in serious condition. We spoke with neighbors who described the aftermath.
We saw the Lamborghini with gunshots in the side. I think there was someone out here hollering and screaming that something happened, something happened. Somebody called the police. I saw someone being wheeled to the ambulance and someone was on the ground.
And police say that they have not made any arrest. Anyone with information is being asked to reach out to Miramar Police. 21-year-old Brianna.
She wasn't even involved in the fight. I've been to several different publications that's been talking about this. I researched and researched and researched. I didn't want to just talk about it without being a little bit more well-versed on what's going on. But she definitely was with some homegirls who wound up, they were at the gas station, and it looked like some fighting was going on, some ratchet shit going on. Anyway, they wound up getting in the car with her, like I said, to leave that situation. And some guys got in the car and followed. As you guys can see on the doorbell camera that caught that whole completely crazy incident, pulled up on the side of the driver's side. Bree was driving and just let off pow shots into the car. Like I said, the two girls are in critical condition. They don't know if they're going to make it because they are very, very hurt up something serious from the pows. But Bree, of course, she got the direct hits, as you guys can see in the driver's side door. Like, she got all them. She got all those bullet fragments. Shit. And unalived her. Her car crashed into someone's home. As you guys can see, it was, thank God it wasn't flying, but still, that's where the car rested into someone's home. So a social media influencer was unalived and two others were hurt when someone opened fire on the Lamborghini that they were in, according to police. Police said that the powing happened as two men and one woman were heading westbound in a lime green Lamborghini. says that as they reached the intersection, a white sedan, possibly a BMW, it looked like a BMW SUV, pulled alongside the driver's side and opened fire more than a dozen times, authorities said. Surveillance video captured the moment, as you guys just saw. This is so senseless. And this happened on July 4th, you guys. This is so sad. Oh my God. All right, so let's keep going because I think I have one more thing directly connected. Let's see what this video shows because I pulled a couple. Sometimes you can see more on one thing and one not, and not on the other. All right, so I'm gonna keep my triggers. My trigger still up? Let's see. Let's make sure. Yeah, it is. Okay. All right, so let's play this one.
Take a look here. You see what appears to be a green Lamborghini pulling up to the stop sign. That's when a white car comes around and then quickly drives off. That's when the Lamborghini starts to drift and you can see it slowly crash into the home. But just a few hours ago, Miramar police confirmed.
You can see them stopping here to make sure that they finish the job. Y'all see the brake lights? They pump the brakes. You can tell they're looking back to see if, you know, if they did hit them. And they would have known that by the way the car was slowly pulling into that person's yard and then crashing. So yeah, that was definitely a hit. That was definitely a hit.
21-year-old Brianna Johnson died and 2 men were taken to the hospital after being shot. We're told they were taken in critical condition, but right now no word on their condition at this hour. We've asked police and we are waiting to hear back. Now investigators say 3 people driving in a green Lamborghini near the 2700 block of Sunshine Boulevard around 5:30 in the morning Sunday were followed by another car and shot at. Neighbors say they thought the barrage of gunfire was fireworks. Take a listen.
But it's a little like nerve-wracking for no reason, really. There's no reason for that type of behavior on 4th of July when we're all trying to come together for something as big as 250 years of freedom. So why do stuff like that?
So this hour, police say this investigation is still active. No word on any arrests, though they are still looking for that white BMW. Take a look here. You see what appears.
So senseless, so senseless. They say after being sprayed with bullets, the Lamborghini driver drove a short distance before crashing into the front yard of a home near the 2600 block of Sunshine Boulevard. That is in Miami. So I do stand corrected because they're saying 2 guys, but in another publication that I saw, they were saying 2 girls, the girls that were fighting. And I did see the video. I can't obviously play it on here. Like they were really fighting at the gas station. I don't know what the hell they were fighting about, but they were going in. The 2 girls, and then these guys jumped in and started punching them. I was just like, fighting them like they were guys. I was like, what the hell? Is this what we've come to, where guys just have absolutely no regard for women? It was crazy, y'all. I said, oh my God, I definitely won't go show that, but it's out there, honey. It is out there. I said, these kids, honey, are oof. All right, so let's get into the update. Prayers up for the surviving victims in that situation. Bree, like I said, her name is Dream Girl Bree. If you guys look her up on Instagram, she was popping over there and on Instagram and on TikTok. So damn, that's sad. 21 years old, life cut short, very, very short. She had her whole life ahead of her. But let's move on. So we got to get an update for shout out to WLOX. Body found on Horn Island. We talked about that this morning. Mr. Nolan Wells, the guy that I said reminded me so much of Carmelo Anthony. He looks just kind of, he favors Carmelo Anthony. He went on a boating trip with 3 or 4 of his white homeboys and Caucasian, they said that way, Caucasian homeboys, at which they're saying they don't know what happened. They thought he was going to go hang out with a girl. The girl was saying that she thought that he was with his homeboys. Like nobody seems to know anything. One of the guys has decided to not speak. And another one of the guys I found out, his mother is an attorney, right? Yeah. So let's go ahead and get into it. So the body that was found, the mother did identify that the body was Nolan Wells. So he was found, okay? A body found on the northwest end of Horn Island on Monday morning, according to Jackson County Sheriff John Ledbetter. It says that officials said that the body was found around 8:45 a.m. by a park ranger. The identity has not been confirmed, but it has been now. By now, it has been confirmed, okay? But officials have been on the island searching for 18-year-old Nolan Wells. So hold on a second. Okay. All right, so you guys see here, this is the update. Family identifies body on Horn Island as 18-year-old Nolan Wells. So let's go ahead and I want to look at all the updates. Hold on.
Here at the Lake Mars boat launch is where the investigation, or excuse me, the search party is going to be set up. You can see here over my shoulder, the Jackson County Mobile Command Unit is already here and set, and there is a pickup truck on the other side of it for the Jackson County Sheriff's Office as well. Now, they were here yesterday looking and searching the area. What we know right now is that Nolan Wells was last seen without a shirt in blue swim trunks with some sunglasses on around 3 p.m. on the 4th of July over at Horn Island. Now, he went out there with some friends to celebrate the weekend and celebrate the holiday and has not been seen, like I said, since 3 p.m. Now, the search party is expected to continue today. The United Cajun Navy is expected to also take some aircrafts up in the air to help with the search efforts. I've already heard about 2 planes go over my head this morning as well. We got a chance to speak with the United Cajun Navy earlier about this investigation moving forward.
You know, if you were one of the group that was with him, or if you were on the island and you were there and saw anything, please don't be afraid to come forward and tell the authorities exactly what you know, no matter what you might think might be some consequences or whatnot. But it's very important right now in these critical moments that we get truthful, confirmable information.
Now, the family and also Jackson County Sheriff's Department is looking for any information or any photos or videos that could have helped and could help pinpoint a timeline out there on the island on July.
So we saw that. So it has been confirmed. Like I said, that is the update. So a body was found in the water on the northwest end of Horn Island on Monday morning. According to Jackson County Sheriff's Office, it said that official says that the body, which is believed to be that of 18-year-old Nolan Xavier Wells, was found around 8:45 a.m. by a park ranger, as I just told you guys. Jackson County Coroner Bruce Lynn said that DNA testing will officially confirm the identity. But Lynn said that there is no reason to believe that it's not him. I think in another publication I saw where they said his mom did identify that was him. So now they got to find out what the hell happened to him, and then that's going to be, I guess they're going to go from there to see if the boys will have something to do with it. They do need to give them all lie detector tests. That's what they definitely need to do. But like I told you guys, one of the boys' mom is an attorney, so I'm pretty sure she's going to step in and probably tell them do not speak or probably not cooperate unless she's there. She's going to know how to navigate that, especially if her son was involved in it. I feel like something was done to him. And his body was probably left in the woods thinking that nobody would find it, and they, gonna all get their stories together. Kind of like how the Carmelo situation happened. We're going to all say this. If somebody asks us, this is what we're going to say, and this is our story, we're sticking to it. Something happened to him. I don't feel like he would just go on this boating trip and then just something like this would happen. He's found in the damn woods or near a body of water, and nobody knows anything, and questions were asked. Oh, I don't know where he is. I don't know what happened to him. I don't know where he went. Then the girl is saying the same thing. I don't know. Something happened, and they're going to find out here soon. So we got to leave it up to the coroner, to the police, to the detectives, and everybody else that's working on this case. But they did find him, okay? And it is believed that he is the person that was found. Let's get into Chrisean Rock. So Chrisean was live. Chrisean was doing like a 24-hour live stream where she was sleeping, and her son was there with her as well. Not sure why she's sleeping on the floor like that, but because I thought before she had a bed. I don't know what's going on with Chrisean. But they're saying that Chrisean went live to blast her friend Mika after Mika exposed on Chrisean's live that Junior was left hungry without any milk while Chrisean slept and ignored his needs. It says that during the live stream, Chrisean denied the allegations, insisting that Junior's milk and food were in her mother's bedroom, where she says that they were being kept. Why would it be in the bedroom and not in the refrigerator? Food and milk should be in the fridge, right? If it get hot. Said that Chrisean's mother, who is also a recovering drug addict, is the one who watches her special needs son while she live streams. Well, I don't know. I was about to say something. Who knows? I don't know. Hell. But let's get into what Chrisean had to say. I don't know why she's still like giving him milk. He's getting ready to be 3. I mean, he can drink milk with food, but she needs to start encouraging him to get solids. He needs to be eating food and drinking milk, not just because I've been seeing her still trying to give him like bottles of milk. That's not enough. His weight is already like way below where he's supposed to be as a 3-year-old, right? So let's continue
with that little clip when she came in like, wake up, the baby hungry. First of all, my son always with my mother when I'm 24 hours streaming. I checked it for that. I said my mother knew where everything was. When I finally woke up and seen what she did, she was like, oh, I didn't know you were streaming. I wouldn't want you talking to me like that on and off. I don't care about this streaming stuff. But girl, I was 24 hours streaming and my mama watching the baby. You don't got to be acting crazy. She got his food and milk in her room. you talking about? She's watching him. Nobody told you grab him. I know you fucking lying. Get your ass up. Chrisean. Get up. The baby wants the bottle. Where's his milk?
Y'all hear me in the background crying. Why is she sleeping on a beanbag chair? Where's your bed at? She don't have no bed.
Not you waking up looking all pretty.
And not bottle, because he 3. What the fuck is he still doing drinking a bottle at 3?
What the fuck you got? Lip gloss on me and sleep? Chrisean, get up. Where's his milk at? Go, the baby.
Come on, who?
He wants a bottle.
There's no urgency. Like literally, you could hear him like cooing in the background, and the girl's telling her, "Get up, your son wants to eat." And she's just sitting there like, "Yeah, I don't care." Well, like whenever I get up, I get up. I think she came back and went live because of how she looked after she was told that her son needed to eat, and she just kept sitting there like she didn't give a damn. I think this was definitely her trying to come back and fix what everybody else have been talking about. She's been getting roasted. She's been getting roasted from this video. So she came back trying to be on damage control to say, hey, you know, my mom is here. How do we know? Hey, yeah, my mom is here. If your mom was there, why didn't she go into the room where your mom was to say, hey, I know you're supposed to be watching Junior. I think he wants to eat while Chrisean is still in their sleep. Like, why would she come to you and keep repeatedly asking you to get up and come and feed him if it was understood that your mom was supposed to be watching him and he, you know, she was right in the other room and his food and milk was there, right? I mean, and I don't, child. Still sitting there.
You still streaming? Mm-hmm. You're lying. What? Really? Yo. Say you put a 24-hour. I don't know. Hi, guys.
So she didn't realize that she put her streaming on 24 hours, and this entire conversation and interaction with Chrisean not wanting to get up and feed her son was recorded. So even Chrisean, like she didn't realize that she kept it on 24-hour streaming. So now it's let me come back now that this situation is out, now that my son has been exposed for not eating when he's supposed to, and he's still drinking a bottle at 3. Let me go ahead and make up something and say that, hey, my mom was supposed to be watching him, da 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 da. But clearly, she kept coming and bothering you to come and feed him. All right.
Yes, good morning. Wow. Talking about that little clip when she came in, like, wake up, the baby hungry. First of all, my son always when my mother want him 24 hours.
Why wouldn't hear mom in the background when she told you to get up and come and feed the baby? Why didn't mama get up and say, hey, I have him. He's, you know, he's in here with me. I'm getting ready to feed him now. Right. Why is he in the other room just crying versus, you know, we never heard mom in the background. We did hear Junior, but we didn't hear mom. Right. So is Junior also sleeping with you on this beanbag chair? Like it looks like you slept there all night. Where's Junior sleeping? Is he sleeping on the floor? I'm pretty sure he doesn't have a crib because he don't even have the right size stroller yet. His feet are like this in the last stroller that I saw him in that she sat him in. His feet are like curled up like this in the front because he's too fucking big for it. But I don't know. I don't know what Chrisean is doing. This is it looks like she may have moved again because I know the other apartment that she was in was kind of like a high rise with a lot of windows. This don't even look like the same place. But
hours streaming.
Now she's trying to save face to say, I didn't even know I was 24 hours streaming. Oh, and the other girl was like, oh my God, I didn't know, were you streaming? I didn't know you 24 hours streaming. So now you guys are trying to fix your story because number one, Child Protective Services have been on your ass and that they are definitely watching you. So for this to get out and for everyone to know that you're still thing, I'm over it, child. I'm over it. Prayers up for the baby. That's all I can say. Prayers up for the baby. All right, let's get into this Bell Collective clip. Y'all sound out, child. Ooh, they're getting on my nerves with that. Chrisean gets on my nerve. I've never seen, that's probably got to be the worst mom on earth. Like, I've never seen nobody be such a sucky mom, and she just don't give a fuck. She don't. And her fans are just as delusional as she is because they sit up and they praise her because she's Chrisean Rock. Like, hello, no, be truthful with her in terms of her parenting. Like, this boy is going on 3. Like, you should have it together by now. Every mother who's never been a mother, yes, you do learn along the way, but certain things you can't sleep all fucking day when you have a child. Hell, I be tired, but mine is 10, and I still get my ass up and go make him breakfast, regardless of what time I go to bed at night. That's just what it's called, sacrifice. It's called being a mother. You can't stay up 2, 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning and then want to sleep all during the morning and hear your child crying, wanting to eat. And because you're so tired from being up streaming and talking shit all night, you don't want to get up and feed him. But then you get surprised when you get exposed and want to come back and do a live. Girl.
Next on Bell Collective.
Bell Collective. Let's get into this next scene, child.
The family property, baby. Here it go, Bree.
Shout out to Reality Entertainment TV.
What is it?
What is wrong with her? You're a lunatic.
It's important that you two respect each other.
Your mama jumped in my face.
Matt, you gotta get us some help. Letitia, you.
So Carrie. I'm not a huge fan of Carrie, but I'm also not a huge fan of Carrie's husband's mother, which would be Carrie's mother-in-law. She's very disrespectful to Carrie, and I think that the husband is very henpecked to sit back and allow this type of behavior to go on and to not say anything. I think that's very irresponsible of him as her husband because you are her protector, even against your own mother. You don't allow her to speak disrespectfully. This is like the 3rd episode I've seen of Carrie's mother-in-law just talking crazy to her. He just sits there like he's in fucking Twilight Zone. Let's continue.
Brought up the idea about a postnuptial.
Things are really spiraling upward, and I just want to remain in control of that.
They'll plan a great trip.
So as you guys heard, Letitia went to go see an attorney to speak to them about getting a postnup, and she wanted Glenn to sign it. He's already said he's not signing anything. I kind of don't blame him because I feel like, hey, he feels like I've been there with you since high school. We are high school sweethearts, and now we're into this other life where we're on TV now. And she feels like, hey, I made it, and I want to protect this bag. But she has to understand that anything accumulated during the marriage, he is entitled to have, unless you have it set up in like LLCs or get your business stuff handled in that way to where he can't touch it. But ultimately, whatever you guys grow together in business or in life while you're married, he is ultimately entitled to half of that. So you have to understand. But hey, I get it. Some people want to go back and do a postnup whenever their life take a different turn or they start making a lot of money within their career. I mean, it's not unheard of, but according to Glenn, he's not open to signing one. He feels like that's her trying to, I guess, cause some division between the two of them in their marriage, but it seems like you already divided. But let's keep going.
Yeah, to Atlanta. The collection over everything. Honey, we are home.
First order of business.
Yeah, let's get
It's
that
rooms.
Well, I know for a fact that Carrie Matt is getting the smallest one.
What? God damn.
Man, put their luggage on the deck.
Wow. They gave them that little tiny room with that little tiny love seat. And it looks like it's blocking some doors. Like, what the hell kind of room is that? Bell Collective, guys. That's what's going to be happening next on Bell Collective. All right. So let's get into this scene with Real Housewives of Atlanta. They will be back on the 12th, you guys. They're going to be taking a little hiatus, and then they'll be back on not the 12th, on the 14th, I think it is. Let's share. Yeah, my brain is fried today. Forgive me, okay? Forgive me. All right. Let's go. Let's get into it. Shamia says that Portia's mom did something to Shamia's mom first. So y'all know Shamia and Portia have fallen out. So now they're going to get into why things have turned out the way that they have in terms of their friendship. So Portia called Shamia and her mom low down dirty snakes in a Scotland preview. Let's get into it.
Did something first to my mom. What? You and your mother are low down dirty snakes. No, you and your mama are low down dirty snakes.
This is my real life, you know what I'm saying?
In fact, your mom did something first to my mom. What? You and your mother are low down dirty snakes. No, you and your mama are low down dirty snakes.
This is my real life, you know what I'm saying?
Child. Yeah, it is the 12th. It is the 12th. They will be back on the 12th. So damn, y'all. Shamia and old girl, y'all really need to figure it out, honey. Because I feel like whatever happened between the moms, it should not trickle down to you guys. Let the moms deal with it. I get it, y'all are friends. I know some words were said. It's probably what's keeping you guys the way. It's just keeping you guys from fixing this situation. But it's sad. Y'all been friends for over 20-something years. And it seems like they're not letting it go. Portia seems to be very much so still upset about whatever happened between the two of them with this whole daycare situation. And she calls Shamia's mom a low down dirty dog. And then Shamia, she returns that negative energy back to Portia. So it seems like they're not ready to let this situation go. This is sad. I hate to see friendship to end like that, but hey, it is what it is. One more time.
In fact, your mom did something first to my mom. What? You and your mother are low down dirty snakes. No, you and your mama are low down dirty snakes.
This is my real life, you know what I'm saying?
In fact,
y'all talking about Chrisean's mom is using again. I'm not surprised because she's been off and on, off and on, off and on. She does not need to be watching Junior if that's the case, because what's to say she couldn't be high or something and he's choking or having some type of medical emergency and she's not awake or well to be able to watch him. I mean, you don't hire no damn crackhead, and nothing against some mom, child. You don't have no crackhead to be watching your son who has special needs. Like, that's a train wreck waiting to happen, right? Again, Chrisean, I know you're trying to be boxing and doing all this other stuff, but your son should be priority number one. Don't be leaving your son with your mom, okay? You need to leave your son with someone who is more responsible than you, right? That's a great that's some great advice. But yeah, so Shamia and Portia, I don't know. I don't think they're going to ever fix this situation. I really hope they do. We'll get to see a lot of this play out on the reunion since they did mention it on the show. I'm pretty sure it's going to be a lot of mess. According to all the girls, they said that this is probably the best reunion yet, including Andy Cohen. He said the same thing, that this reunion like really exceeded his expectations. So I think the girls are going to be acting a whole fool and cat fighting, and well, not cat fighting, but you know, verbally cat fighting on this new reunion. So we'll get to see it coming soon. They still have not released a date, but the next episode will be back on the 12th. All right, so let's continue. Let's get into Candy, child. Candy is up and crying at, I think she's at Essence Festival, where she's giving paying homage to her mom, Mama Joyce, child, for being all in her damn business and steering her the right way. Y'all know she had this whole situation with Todd and all that. But Candy gets emotional like Carl Thomas, honey. She stays crying during her speech as she was honored alongside other music legends during Essence Black Women in Music this past weekend. Y'all know they having Essence Festival in New Orleans. Baby, when I saw a video today, I think they honored Aaliyah and they had several artists to get up there and perform. Chloe Bailey did. She did an awesome job. Who else? I think Doja Cat. I want to say Doja Cat was as well. Who else? It was somebody else. Oh, Maya. Maya also got up there and performed. Y'all know Maya can sing and dance, so she's still doing that as well. Brandy, she did not honor Aaliyah, but she got up and sang her songs. Oh my God, Brandy still just, she eats down. I love Brandy. But some of the artists got up and performed. It sounds so good. So shout out to Essence Festival. Anybody at Essence Festival this year? Okay, anybody at Essence Festival this year? Let's get into Candy though.
I'm thankful to God. I'm thankful to my mom. And Mona, let me give you a special shout out. Because
Mona, not her mom. I'm sorry, Mona Scott Young. Y'all know who Mona Scott Young is. Mona Scott Young is over the Real Housewives of, not Real Housewives of Atlanta, but Love and Hip Hop franchise, Mona Scott Young. Okay, let's get into her. So she's thanking her for her continued support. I don't know why she said mama. I thought she said mama, but she said Mona Scott Young. My apologies.
Because for me, it's like, even in times where I didn't know what to do, what my next move should be, you've been a person that I could call and figure it out. You push me to figure it out. And I don't have I don't have a lot of people that I can call like that. So I want to say thank you for being that person for me. But let me just say that this has been a journey, and this is going to be a continuous journey, because I'm always thinking of different ideas and doing different things. It's funny because back when I first had all these different dreams in my head, a lot of people would look at me like, yeah, okay, whatever. But I finally got to the point where now when I say I'm going to do something, people are like, yeah, she going to do it. So this trail is not being finished. It's not finished being blazed. I have a lot more things that I want to do. I'm thankful to God. I'm thankful.
So shout out to Candy. I'm looking at a comment here from Real Housewives Men. It says, is this the same Mona Scott Young who said that in Candy's face in an interview that she's controlling, which broke up Escape? Ooh, could be, because you know, Candy was like, she didn't want to perform I think it was some old songs or something like that. I'm not sure, something with the songs with Escape, which then LaToxic Scott is what I call her. She was feeling away too. I feel like they were going in two different directions in terms of their next move, in terms of where Escape was going to go with the touring and all of that. So of course, LaToxic Scott decided to drop out because Candy, you know, they were saying that Candy was one of the ones who helped start the group, and she's very vocal in terms of the direction that the group goes in terms of Escape. So LaToxic Scott, she was not here for it, and so she decided to break off from the group, but they still tour, right? Candy, Tiny, and what's the child's sister name? Tamika. They still tour, and they still sell out shows. So and we don't really hear from LaToxic Scott much like that anymore, but they're still out here getting it, in addition to Candy doing her divorce show where she's touring and doing that as well. So shout out to Candy. No hate here, child. Shout out to Candy. All right. So I was talking to y'all. There was one little small detail that I left out about this Martell situation. It appears that they have privated the documents for Mel and Martell. I think they may have privated, but let me give a shout out to On the Rocks with Jada, because she was the very first person to report on that. So let me give her her flowers on that. Okay, let me give her flowers on that. So shout out to On the Rocks with Jada. I do like her. I watch her. And shout out to her. She's doing very well on her platform. No hate here. But she is the first person to break the news. So it was exclusive from her. So let me give her that credit on that. My apologies for even forgetting to do that this morning. But so the reason that Martell, I told you guys, and for those of you that didn't get to watch my video this morning, Martell has filed another motion against Melody as of July the 1st. So he went to the courthouse and filed something else against Melody. Okay. Let me see what y'all saying. He said Martell also filed something to keep Mel's brother and his mate away from the children. What? Said it did not work, but he is trying to dispel Mel's support camp. Yeah, he's doing the fucking most. Let's continue. Martell, like I said, filed a new motion against Melody as of July 1st. The kids were mentioned a lot in this new motion. Okay, let me take this down. Now, this has something to do with the civil and criminal contempt of court that he is filing against Melody. And he has asked that Melody be present, you guys, in this particular for the court date, whenever it's time for them to go to court. And he does not want her there via Zoom, nor her attorney representing her. He wants her to physically be there. And the reason he wants her to physically be there, because that warrant is still out there. He wants her to be arrested. This motherfucker. So if your ex-wife is arrested, who the fuck is going to watch the kids? Like, he does not have the money to feed them. Like, think about what that's going to do to your kids, Martell, for their mother to be locked up over some bullshit because you can't have her back. That's the most selfish shit ever. Like, when I saw that, I said, Martell, you got to be fucking kidding me. It's in the court documents that he does not want her to have her attorney come and represent her. He wants her to physically be there, which we know if she has that warrant, they're going to arrest her on site, knowing that she has a warrant if they run her information. So, and he's probably going to point it out to say, oh, you know, she has a warrant, you know, arrest her. I can see him doing that. But there is a modification in the case. Like I said, there was some medical expenses that they were supposed to split down the middle. Martell says he paid his. He said that Melody has not paid hers within the 30 days that she was ordered to pay. And the total amount for that, which was, they said $10,323. Melody was due to pay half of that. Martell says he has paid his part. There was Martell also brought out that there was a DHR, which is Child Protective Service, allegation against Jason for allowing Melody's kids to drive, which they're all underage and should not be driving. So in the documents, Martell has also referenced Jason as the paramour / boyfriend of Melody, and have also says that he does not want Jason around his kids because he says that Jason has been transporting the kids back and forth and dropping them off. Like when it's time for them to go to Martell's, he'll drop the kids off over there. And he also says that Jason frequently does spend the night at Melody's house as well. I don't know about that. I don't know what that situation is. But like I said, he did ask for her to be present for the court date and not via Zoom or by way of attorney. He wants her arrested for that warrant. Oh, he's also retaliating on the $7,000 judgment that Melody's attorneys filed on him for the garnishment. You guys know. Okay, we talked about that. So he feels that Jason is doing other things other than security, which he said that Melody originally came out and said he was hired for. So I don't know. He's alleging that he should not be doing some of the things that he's doing as referencing his kids. He don't want Jason around his kids, period. He don't want him dropping them off. He don't want him spending the night. None of that, okay? And according to what I was told about her Patreon, the news that I was given is that Melody has since filed for some type of support from Martell. So he's retaliating against that because he's upset. And he something about the $7,000 that he was supposed to pay her was reenacted in the garnishment. So because she is coming after him, I think she should have gotten child support from the beginning when she filed for divorce. I mean, I feel like she should have. Y'all have what, 4 kids? Don't they have 4 kids? They have 4 kids, so they definitely should. She should be getting child support. And I feel like when she filed for divorce, that definitely would have been in my paperwork. 4 kids, bitch, you're not leaving me with 4 kids, and you're not feeding them, and half the time you don't buy clothes and shit for them, according to her. Yeah, you need to be on child support. The fuck out of here, right? And if you don't pay it and you get behind on that, it's just like every other father that don't take care of their business, that the white people come and pick your ass up. So now it's this retaliation stuff. I know the courts are tired of this shit. Like, this has been going, when did they get divorced? Like 2021, 2022 or somewhere in there, and this shit is still going on, and it's like, oh my God, Martell, like, get over it. Like, filing all of this is not going to make her come back, right? Filing all of this is not going to make her be like, you know what, Martell? Like, I'm tired of you coming after me. Let's just figure it out. Hell, I'm tired of fighting. I'm going to come back home. Let's just figure it out. Like, he is just doing the fucking most. Yeah, we talked about Hill Harper this morning where Melody invited him over. There was some type of event or something that he was doing in Alabama, and she invited him to the house to talk to the kids, to give them, you know, like some business advice and life advice and stuff like that. She did record it and put it on social media, and I said, oh God, here come Martell in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Probably gonna file another motion behind that bullshit. But yeah, so they are back in court again, you guys. Are we surprised? Hell no. I'm not. Shit, I'm expecting to see something else the next few days from him, because this is just what it is. I think the last incident we talked about was they were at some event for the kids, and he was saying that Melody grabbed him by the arm and said, oh, you can't speak today, which he told her, don't touch me, something to that effect, and don't quote me because it's not verbatim, but he didn't want her touching him. He kind of blew that situation up out of proportion, and I think the two of them kind of got into a verbal altercation, and he went down and filed something to warn or something against her, as to try to say that she was being maybe aggressive towards him. I wouldn't have spoke to his ass. I mean, I don't got to speak to you. Really, it's about the kids. Drop them off, pick them up, and do what you got to do. And really, I wouldn't want to see his ass. Let somebody else, have a middle person, come and drop him off. But I think he wants to see her, which is why he said, no, Jason can't drop my kids off. I don't want Jason there. So if she's sending the kids via Jason, dropping them off, so that she don't have to see him or be around him, then especially if she has a warrant, right? I think if she has a warrant, I would think she would want to be home and be low key and not be out and about, especially dropping the kids off at his house. And he's knowing that the kids are coming over and that she's going to drop them off. So he could call the police and have them waiting for her and say, hey, she has a warrant and she's on the way here now with my kids. So when she gets here, go ahead and pick her up. I can see him doing it. I can totally see him doing it. And yeah. So that's probably why she stays home and said, Jason, go take the kids over there. And yeah. I wouldn't be shit. I wouldn't be out playing like that either. Knowing the type of person Martell is on, he's on demon time. So shit. What do you think about all of this? Prayers up for the kids, child. This shit is out of control. Like, I know the kids are tired of mom and dad back and forth to court, this fighting shit. This is too much. It's too much. But I guess this is gonna be to the kids are grown up and in college, or probably with their own kids, or they have their own grandkids. Martell is just not gonna stop, right? Martell is not going to stop filing motions. He is not going to stop going to court. Like, you would think a person do not, the money that you're spending to pay attorneys and court fees and all of this, that's the money you should be putting aside for your kids or putting towards them, right? Buy them some clothes. Kids, y'all know, kids get ready to go back to school. Save that money for school clothes. Take them on a nice vacation to get away from all the stress and the bullshit that the kids have dealt with already, right? Not spending it in court, back and forth, fighting and shit. That's just the craziest. Ooh. But anyway, what do y'all think? Sound off. We're not going to be on this video too long. Yeah, true narcissists do not stop, honey. They do not sleep. Demons do not sleep, honey. The true narcissists, they never stop. Yeah, they don't. You're right. You're right. Tef says that he already tried it. Yeah, child. A mess. Vet Bell said that the court should stop this. Well, unfortunately, every time that they file something, the case does have to be heard, even though they're tired of it. The only thing about this is with Madison County, which is the county that they live in, is they suck in terms of the way they do with their kid, the child, the way they deal with kids and divorces and shit like that. I feel like they're more in favor of the guys or the men in this situation. Men have been fighting with this shit for years, right? And they still send the kids right on back over there after Tank already had a situation and Martell, refused to go and even have counseling with Tank when he was ordered to do so. He didn't even do it. Okay. And the only reason that he broke down and did it was because they were threatening to lock him up for contempt. Right? Oh my God. So yeah, sound off. Again, shout out to On the Rocks with Jada for breaking that tea. Okay. If you guys want to hear more about it, she does not want to show the documents either. I don't blame her because it's very, very detailed in terms of the shit that's going on with the kids and with Mel and Martell. This shit is never ending. So shout out to her for respecting that. If I had documents, I would show it. Y'all know how I am. Not that I want to, but I like to give you guys a visual. But the court documents are there, and it looks like they have been privated. So there's no other bloggers that have them. Sorry, that's the one time that I can't get my hands on it. But that's true tea. All right, that's true tea on that situation with Martell and Mel. All right, so thank you guys. Y'all said I would just leave and not give a hoot. Leave or go where? I mean, shit, she can't really go to the airport and get on a plane to go nowhere. If you got a warrant, I mean, by the time you get up to the thing up there, they gonna grab you up, right? By the time you go through customs, they gonna be like, yeah, you have a warrant, come with me. So you can't get on a plane and travel nowhere. I mean, you gotta be careful if you're driving, because for whatever reason, if you get pulled over, go through a checkpoint or something, they see license or run you. If the cop run your tag and see, oh, you got a warrant, let me pull you over. And God forbid her kids be in the car. That would be, I don't even think about it. But Martell wants her ass in court so she can get arrested, right? Yeah, sound out, child. 268. Thank y'all for watching. Thank you, Mars, Tiffany Thomas Rose, Onstead, True TV Podcast. Thank you to all the content creators that joined us live as well. Thank you to all my Caramelians. Y'all said, what is the status with Shamia? I missed it. Got to do the replay, Teresa White. Thanks for being here, love, though, okay? We get ready to end this video because I don't want it to be too long. I still got to get my content ready for my later video. I'm actually behind today. Y'all know anytime there's a holiday, honey. Friday was a holiday. I'm playing catch up today, which is Monday. Jesus, Mondays are already busy for me anyway. But thank you guys. Love you guys down. I will see you guys later. Please keep your notifications on until the next video. All right. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. And until we see each other again, happy Monday and goodbye.